Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 31, episode 5. In the previous episode, prisoners! There we go, look, they turned up. So we've got Thomas Eaglebeak, we have a bed, now Benjamin Speed, with Gareth Turner, Lincoln Burrows, and, don't you dare run away, Paul Page. So, they've turned up. They haven't killed anyone yet, to my knowledge. I mean, we haven't actually checked that. Evaluation, no, nobody's killed anyone. That's pretty good. Anyway, they are now going for a shower. The overall regime is fairly, it's, what's the term? It's fairly, I guess, conservative. We haven't got any work time. We haven't got any... There's no risks involved in this regime at all. There's no risks at all. There's no... The only time they are forced together is when we have eat and shower. And even then the shower is split up. And the eat time is... well, as you can see, it's a fairly large area with lots of gaps. So it's not really that risky. And then obviously we've got lockup as well. And the free time they can wander around and do whatever they want really, apart from, you know, hopefully... kill people, but we'll see, you know, what happens. Yeah, so we've got all of that sorted, so that's, they're free to sort of wander around in that, but they do spend a lot of time just in their cells, which I don't know whether they're tunneling or what, something we'll have to search for. Either way, we've got the prisoners around there. We do have prisoners. In this episode, we just are basically going to be cracking on, just continuing on. I want, as a minimum, Armory, and dogs, and probably CCTV. I think we need to get that up before we really get into the whole thing. So we'll see what happens. Either way, we've now got 15 prisoners turned up. So Philip Andrews, Mark Farmy, Ian Headland, oh, Stephen, the Scandinavian assassin, Ashand. That's a bit ropey. Paul Griffin, James Chiselt, Trim, something like that, Alex Corley, and Alex Barry. And some of them have reputations, unknown reputation. One of them did have a reputation there. I couldn't really, it just changed, tab to cycle through. Tough, we have a tough there. Adi Lusai, age 21. He's tough. Don't mess with him. Who else we've got? Hang on, there's another Stephen Page. Oh, Stephen Page. We've got another Page in here then. Tim Stacey, Aston Doyle, Gareth Woods, Rain Maya, something like that. Let's just force that road gate open and we'll allow the prisoner bus to crack on and go. There we are. So, let's just go to our deployment and staff only and change all of that staff only. Yes, and that bit there to staff only and that bit at the back to staff only. There we are. Right, so what's going to happen is that they're going to be escorted in and they're going to be searched. So, it's a bit weird that... this person actually has. Look at that nerd hunch there. Look at that. That's his normal. That's his normal arch, and his head's right forwards. Interesting. Have they got any? No, nothing that I can see. No dodgy things that, as far as I can see. Anyway, unpause it and they can crack on. We haven't actually set any programs yet. Workshop safety induction we're not going to do. Kitchen health and safety not going to do. Carpentry no. We haven't got behavioural therapy started, so I am going to start that one. No regime time slot. That's an interesting one. Why is that? Psychologist in office. Each prisoner requires a chair. Referral violence, students sit. That's a bit... That's interesting. Why? See, normally I put in a sofa, you see. But I don't think you need one. That's a psychologist office. We'll see about that one. Pharmacological drug treatment. Oh, speaking of drugs, there's some drugs we found during the search, which is a good one. Alcoholics group therapy, one in the queue. We will start that. We might as well get that one. No regime time slot. Why is there no regime time slot? Ah, yes, because we haven't actually got an Alcoholics Anonymous. That's one thing I didn't think about, actually. I guess we could simply put some chairs in here. Like that. And that will resolve that one. We'll stop that and we'll see what happens in a moment. What else? Alcops group. Parole hearing. 0 in queue. We will do some parole hearing. We'll have that in there. Spiritual guidance. We will start the spiritual guidance on that one. All rooms booked. I'm calling BS on that one. Because I can clearly see that... Do you know why it is? It's because we haven't got work time in the place, so we'll have to change a couple of things to work time. We're going to go to work, and the lockup will change to work, which is a little bit annoying, because I wanted lockup, and I wanted them to do all this stuff in their free time, you see. But whatever, we'll have to change it all to work, but we're not going to assign any jobs, but that should do it quite nicely. Anyway, we're going to go back. We need to alter our prison policy at some point. There's a lot of little micromanagey jobs to get on with, so we'll reschedule all programs, and boom, there you go. Immediately it starts working there. We're not doing workshop safety. We're not going to do kitchen health and safety. We're not going to do carpentry. Behavioural therapy, we might as well start. And yeah, we've got some time slots on that one. Carpentry apprenticeship, no. Alcoholics group, we'll start that one there, and there you go. I think we'll actually do some more behavioural. Do you want to do behavioural therapy? We'll just do the 2. It's 2 hours, so if we alter our regime, actually, so we have 6 hours of work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 hours of work. Okay, fine. So I guess we could. Why wouldn't that work then? Reschedule. Don't know why that. 11 till 1. I don't know why it hasn't got like a... That shouldn't go to 11 till 1. I don't know why that is. We could probably manually alter it, but I can't really be that bothered. They'll get on with it. Right, so first things first, we need to go to intake and then to none. We don't want to receive any prisoners at all. We don't want to receive them. It's not going to happen. We've got 20 prisoners in total, so that's more than enough. So we are searching the entire... who's that? Oh, Eaglebeak's mother. Eaglebeak's mother's turned up. We'll just open that door for them and they can go. Yeah, Eaglebeak's mother came to visit him, and I don't know if they actually managed to see each other or not. Anyway, let us go down the bottom, and we just need to put a little bit of door in this place. Put a jail door there. Then I need to go to rooms, and then designate this area as a kennel, which I don't actually have, which is a little bit annoying. Dogs, there we are. We'll also go for contraband as well. Right, in that case then, we'll get on with the other room that I wanted to do, which is an armory. So, risky business this one. Let's get the armory put in. So, weapons racks can go at the back, and then we'll put a table right down the middle, because that looks really funky. And then we'll have a guard locker, which will go at the back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total for now. Don't know how many we'll have, but I'm going to have more than one, that's for sure. Right. We'll speed up to max speed, and we'll get the prisoners cracking on with that. Let's force that door open there. We've got a lot of problems with stuff moving around the prison because these doors don't automatically open, and most of the prisoners are actually going around. Oh, looks like that guy's doing a reform program for alcoholics group. Oh, yes, of course. The psychologist teaches alcoholic group therapy, which is why, yeah, that's why he is actually booked. So that's all sorted. Anyway, let's force these doors open for the workmen and then crack on with that. Looks like the armory is now up and running, so we can go and get ourselves. We haven't got a lawyer yet, which we do need to. We need to get one. We can put one over this side, and I will get them in a moment, I think. But we've got other fish to fry. We need a dog handler. We need some armed guards. 1, 2, 3, 4 armed guards. They are expensive. They are very, very expensive. But it's fine. It's fine. We can handle that. Oh, good. We can handle that. Right. So, but in 7 hours we get our long-term investment sorted anyway. And what's happening now is all of the guards are coming to buy themselves some body armor, which is not good. That's problematic. We will have to get on with this. Let's just go to our deployment and then to armed patrols, and we will have an armed patrol right in the center there. And then we want an armed patrol walking up and down here. There we are. And then we want an armed patrol, I guess, in reception. We don't want anyone running out, so that's the only real exit, reception. And then we want an armed patrol. Weirdly, I want one patrolling around the cells here. There we go. And they will walk around there. We could have more armed guards, but I think that will do us quite nicely. That's quite Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. Right. So it looks like everybody has eaten, and we definitely need, I'm going to lock that open for the time being, and I'm going to lock that open for the time being, because the amount of problems with stuff people going back and forward is, yeah, it's causing us some issues. I do need to go to rooms and then to solitary and actually put all them in. That's something that I didn't do last episode, and people pointed out in the comments. Yes, so that's fixed now. What I want to do as well is go to our policy and sort some policy out, which basically is going to be, it's going to be extremely, yeah, we're not going to take any garbage in this one. So basically, if you have anything, you get anything here, you get some solitary, right? You get your solitary confinement for anything. It doesn't matter whether you get luxuries on you or anything like that. It's solitary, and you're going to get 3 hours if you have tools, drugs, or luxuries. If you go for destruction, you're getting a full 12-hour stint, mate. Escape attempt. Well, the same sort of thing. I'm getting an RSI, trying to just click this up. Come on, can you hold shift? No, you can't hold shift and get some extra hours on it. Attack staff, you can have the same 12 hours. And serious injury, we'll have 12 hours. Intoxication, we'll just put 3 hours on that. No, we'll put it as 6 hours. There you go. Parole cutoff is 33%. I'm going to reduce that down to a 20% cutoff. Actually, with these prisoners that I've got, we're putting it down to 20%, 15%. It's not that I don't trust them, but let's just click on someone at random. You, what's he done? He's tortured 2 people. So, well, actually, no, we don't know. He's tortured a number of people on 2 separate occasions, two counts of. So, yeah, that was just one example of the type of people that we, oh yeah, you feel free. We got a 50-50 ratio of cut off here. You just go on, enjoy life. Okay, no, I won't torture. Good, I won't. Honestly, yeah, whatever, pal. Right, okay, that kitchen is really cramped, isn't it? That kitchen is very, very cramped indeed. Right, so looks like we're finding spoons here. So Eaglebeak, I think you, sir, are now going to get taken to the wing, and so you. Gareth. Armed robbery, perjury. What's his estimated reoffending chance? 64%. Ah, yes. Yes. See, we're not really doing any teaching, are we? We're just keeping them here. And I think that's a good simulation, really. You know? I mentioned right at the start of this, the first episode, in fact, that the last prison was about reform. It was about teaching prisoners. It was about, you know, doing everything we can for them. So doing drug rehabilitation, alcoholics group therapy, behavioural therapy, letting them work in all of the areas in the prison. So laundry and the workshop and the kitchen and the library, and even having a library is still, you know, a bit of an extra thing. Obviously, having a fairly large common room, having visitation regularly, a fairly free and open regime, not too hard on the punishment, having teachers and spiritual guidance and all that sort of thing. Basically, doing everything we possibly can do within the limitations of the game to reform prisoners, to sort of look, this is what why it's wrong and blah blah blah, doing all that sort of thing. This prison, exact opposite. I wasn't going to bother with it. I was just going to say nope. Not gonna happen. Guess what happens if you you do wrong? You get put in here, and then you don't get taught anything. No teaching. We've got a small common room. We've got a quite harsh regime, very harsh policy. Basically, that's what we're gonna do. It's more of a you've done wrong, and this is where you go when you do wrong. That's the type of there's several schools of thought when it comes to prisons, and this is just one of them. And as you can see, the reoffending chance on a lot of these prisoners is actually 14% on that one. There's a 13%. Okay, maybe this is a bad example. 72. 24. 30%. 6%. What have you been here for? Grievous bodily harm. That's actually not that high risk. I mean, it's all a matter of perspective, you understand, when you look at the hitman for torture and assaulting an officer. Yeah. 40%. If we don't do any of those programs, then all that's going to happen is that they're just going to reoffend. So it's something that we might even look at. I wasn't originally going to put in I wasn't really going to bother. Why is that guy stuck? He can't be stuck. Sort of stuck. I don't know. I wasn't really going to bother with the whole teaching thing, but I might change my mind on that one. Right, dog crates, I think. So dog crate, dog crate, dog crate, dog crate, dog crate, and dog crate. Yeah, there we go. So dog crates, and once they're in, we can get some dog handlers. Oh, we can actually get some dog handlers now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely. Deployment, dog patrols. Take that one off. Then put a dog patrol there. Take that one off. Put a dog patrol there, and then I want a dog patrol in the center. Probably want a dog patrol around here as well, but I don't know how to do that one. Actually, I think that's fine. We've got 3 dog patrols, which means that... yeah, 3 dog patrols will be fine. That should be fine. Anyway, and obviously what we've got 4 in total, so it means that one will always go to the kennel when they're resting. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good. So, we've got a long-term investment sorted, and we just got our... security procedure certification sorted, so that's all good. Still got cell block B on the grants there. We've got max sec infrastructure grant, which we are going to get, and we've got a couple of other things. So we've got education reform program, which we still haven't got, and I don't know if we'll actually do. The prison acclimatization and engagement, which is assign them to working in the laundry, the cleaning cupboard, and the kitchen. I don't want to do that, but I could be a bit cheeky and get it, and then assign all the prisoners, get the money, and then just fling them out. And that's... I don't know whether that's it's something that is put in the game intentionally. Like, you can abuse a lot of these grants. I've probably already done it in this series, and I've certainly done it in previous ones where I've said, oh, well, I don't want to do this. But, prime example, cell block B, right? You need, in total, 50 capacity, right? This prison... as planned, has 49. So what I'm going to do is have a spare room, and I'm going to put in a bed, a toilet, and a jail door. That then officially becomes classed as a cell, which means we do technically get the grant done. So we get the money off the government. And then I'm going to knock that thing down. Yeah, I think that's an abuse of the system, but I think it's something that is left in. I actually really truly hope that it is something that is purposely put in to not be abused, but I guess has these loopholes that you can work around, because it is very bureaucratic in that sense. It does. I do like the feel of it. I do like the feel of that. Anyway, I need to start work on... I need some CCTV monitors, place CCTV cameras throughout the prison. So I think the best place to put it would be here, because, well, I don't really want it over there. I think I have the door controls and stuff around here. I think that's the best place to put it. So, first things first, materials and then concrete wall. And I do need to make a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4 at the back there. What that'll be is the lawyer's new room. Okay, so we'll put a staff door in there, and that'll be where the lawyer goes. Some people said that this is really annoying them, and we should actually expand the... because obviously we've got this weird 1-section corridor, and then it goes to 2-section here. Some people said we should move it up because it's annoying them and it's a bit OCD inducing. We might do that at some point when we come to sort of polish the whole thing off. What is annoying me, however, is the fact that there's some prisoner uniforms there, and they're dirty and they're not getting cleaned, and they should be getting cleaned in the laundry. But I don't know if we have enough janitors. So what I'm going to do is hire 2 more janitors. In fact, with the size of this prison, gonna get a couple more and another gardener. 6 janitors. Like I said, I don't want prisoners working in it. I could put them in there, but it just seems to me that we're trying to have a theme prison, so I'm trying to theme it up a bit, so we don't really want them working. What I've just realised is that this shower is wholly inadequate for the showering needs, and that is the wrong way. So I'm going to place the shower heads in like so. Obviously, we don't want one opposite where the where this is. What I do want to do is get myself another shower. There we go, and we'll see how fast they can build this. There we go, and the water pipes will run up as well. Did we connect them up at the end? We did not. Not because they're not necessary. Right, we're not receiving any more prisoners, obviously, because we're already at max capacity. I don't think there'll be any people coming for parole soon, according to the left-hand side. Families visiting, exhausted staff. No, none of them like that. So, yeah, nobody's actually going to leave. Can't check our grading because you can only do a grading when people have left the prison, left the facility, which obviously none have done yet. And yeah, right, I think we are about sorted. Let's just go to rooms and then to our... I could make that security, but there's no real point. There's no real point in making that room security. What I will do is have these two areas as security just to sort them out. These will be cells at the back, but obviously they're not going to be... legitimate cells because, well, as you can see, they have failed because they haven't got beds and other things in it. So, but I'm just designating them just to do it. We do, however, need to get an office put in, or at least another office, because that's where the lawyer is going to be. So let's go to office, which I always lose. There we go. Currently have 5 offices, so the lawyer will go. I guess if I was doing it properly, I would want to switch the accountant and lawyer around. I don't know why, just because of the whole secretary thing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the... I'm going to have the desk right at the front there and the chair at the back. And then because this is a lawyer's office, a big bank of filing cabinets around the back. I actually recently watched a film called Brazil, which is... I think it... Who was it? Was it made by... one of the Terry someone from Monty Python, I believe, and it's weird. It's this weird sort of dystopian-y type, really horrible future where everything is, you know, even just to put your the bins out, you know, you have to sign 3 forms in triplicate and stamped and sign. Oh, it's unbelievable. And a part of the where they work, the Ministry of Information, they just have banks of filing cabinets. Like, I think when they did the set dressing, they just went, more filing cabinets, more, we need more filing cabinets, and they just completely and utterly set the entire thing out with filing cabinets. Do we want a roof here, or do we want a filing cabinet? Filing cabinets. And that's, I think, I'm pretty sure that's what they did. Anyway, right, so... this area at the back here, what I need to do, I actually need to go to our deployment and then to protective custody only. I'm changing that to protective custody. Now, here's the thing, right? That's protective custody. I'm not really making any distinction between protective custody and Supermax, right? So some of these prisoners, for all I know, could be Supermax prisoners. In fact, we can go to intelligence and to informants, and we can see that a lot of these have traits, but we don't know what traits they have yet. So far, I don't think there's anyone that's like ultra-violent or anything like that. I can't see anyone that's ultra-violent because they would have kicked off by now. But to be fair, this is only the first day that they've been in here, so we'll see. Anyway, we do need to go to our utilities, and we want to go for CCTV monitor, and we can put a bank of monitors at the back like so. Then what I want to do is put a door opener there, and I want to put a phone tap right in the center, and it'll make that entire row look like something from Star Wars, which is cool. So there is all of that sorted, and obviously they're going to crack on with that. We'll speed up to max speed. This is pretty good. As they're coming out of the... oh, there's someone. We've got something on him. What have you got on you? Paul Griffin, nothing, apparently. Maybe it was a false alarm. Either way, as they were coming out of there, they go through the metal detector, then through that metal detector, and obviously the dog is around there as well, which will be sniffing away. So, yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of suppression around here. If we go to our danger level, we can see that there's 18 prisoners suppressed because we've got this guy walking up and down with the gun. So we're suppressing a lot of prisoners. Looks like we've got a bit of faith going on here. Oh, yes. Whoa, look at that guy. It's almost covering the mat. Yeah. So he's staring at the wall, doing some hymns, or just, you know, humming, or just thinking, did I leave the gas on? Did I lock the back door? Yeah. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Good grief. Right, let's put the shower in. Let's shove these all in, and this will be our... other shower? Because we've only got the two. I can hear the clatter of pool balls down the bottom there. Oh, actually, it's not. Is it pool or snooker? No, it's pool. Yeah, it is pool. Actually, looks like it's getting played by the the psychologist there. Yeah, it looks like they're doing some alcoholic group therapy, which is, you know, good. Right, so we have got most of these put in now, which is good. I'm going to run a bit of like a ring line around this place, like that. And it'll just, you know, connect everything up. So we've got some CCTV monitors and a phone tap. We need to first connect up the phone tap. So we're going to show wires. I don't really want to do that. But I do want to connect up the phone tap to all of these phones here. There we go. And show wires. That just didn't work. What? Is it me, or is that... Did that just not work? Yeah, that phone tap didn't work. Have I done something wrong there? Maybe it's because it's not powered up. Maybe it needs power to actually show that it's connected up. So I'll wait until they crack on with that, because they've got a lot of power to get on with it. There we go. Now they're all sorted. Phone tap is now active, and yes, we've actually got wires going towards that, and that's quite nice. Actually, that's already sort of lined up, and you can see the red flashing ones there saying that they're trying to cycle through all them and listen in, which is cool. We haven't got any phones in the common room. I don't want any phones in the common room either. I think we're going to keep it as is. Right, okay, so what do we need to do? Well, I need to place some CCTV cameras. I can have a total of... How many? I think it's... They can monitor 8 each, I believe. Each one of these can be... You can monitor 8. Actually, what I want to do, I've just realised I've only got 10 guards, so I want to hire up to 15 guards. There we go. And I want to just check our CCTV monitor. You can operate that. Maximum of 8 cameras, yes. So we can have 8 cameras viewing at once. But remember, it is viewing at once, right? So it doesn't mean that you can't... I'm trying to place these cameras in here. It doesn't mean that you can't have more than 8 connected. It just means you can't have more than 8 at once. So parole, and we're pretty much going to place cameras in every place we can imagine. I don't have cameras in here, but I don't know if I need cameras in here. I don't know if I need cameras in the in this room or not, but I'm going to place a couple. Don't really need them in the armory either, but it's something that it just feels right, you placing them around these areas. Psychologist office, no. So we don't have any in the canteen, but why would we have any in the canteen? We've got so many people, we've got so many guards wandering around in the first place that we don't really need it, but I'm going to place a couple nonetheless. Right. So there's all them. That's a lot of power for them to, you know, they're basically going to have to plug them all in and such, but we'll see. We'll get on with that. Right, so increase the size of my security force for max sec infrastructure. That says 75%. I assume then it's talking about guards, which it is. So it looks like I need 20 guards in total, which is give me a bit more money. Right. Let's just check. We could go acclimatization agreement, engagement, no. Inmate nutritional research. Ooh, that's a bit ropey. I don't really want that. We probably want doing tool cleanup and things like that. We haven't yet done a full shakedown. I think it's about time I get myself a bit of the old taser roll out. We could go for tax relief, but there's no real point. Education. Problem, actually, because taser rollout requires us to teach people about tasers, and you actually need some classroom for that. I'll have to think about that one. Right, let's just go to some utilities and connections, and we will connect up these areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And that's it. Actually, yeah, we will connect. We will probably put some CCTV around these cells when we need to. Oh, actually, they're already getting. There's already one getting placed over there. Yeah, they're cracking on with that. Right. Bit more of the old show wires. Oh my good grief! Look at that. That's not show wires. We need to place that one and that one in. So that's how many wires in total? It's 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. So we might as well go to CCTV and place a camera there that'll monitor this corridor, and then we've got another one to place, which will be. It makes sense to put it in the yard. Keep an eye on the yard. Actually, no. Yeah. In fact, yeah, that's fine. Speaking of the yard, something we haven't really put in: weight benches, which is something I. I've wanted to put in for a while, so we'll put weight benches in the back. We could just put some benches in around here as well, but actually, you know what? I'm not going to bother. I'm not really going to bother. What I do want to do is go to planning and then to remove all of this sort of planning for floors, because we've already placed them in, you see. And I understand that people, it's annoying them a little bit, so that's fine. Don't know if it's annoying you, but, you know, it's annoying some people. We'll get rid of that bit, because what we want to do is actually place some jail doors. Put a jail door there. And that should do us quite nicely. Okay. So, a couple of security rooms that aren't officially security rooms because we haven't sorted them out. We have more than enough CCTV. We'll just get rid of some of the planning in the center here. And we'll get rid of the planning that's there. Oh, click on that one because it's a bit of a bug. These rooms, obviously, I don't really know what they're going to do. Might as well remove all of this planning around the back. We've actually got a fair amount built. I didn't think we'd get all this done, but looks like we're getting there. And I think one of the cameras ain't connected up. Yeah, at the top there. I actually want to do a full shakedown. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Nope, we're not going to be able to. We don't have time for that. I'm trying to find the utilities one. There we go. Connections. So we've got one camera there. Actually, I don't like that. Can we remove? Yeah, we can remove all of these connections. We'll remove the connections. We'll redo the cameras. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually easier if I unpause it, you see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's that sorted. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Um, 7, 8, 9. See, what I was going to do, I was actually thinking of having a separate CCTV system for the death row, and I think I'm still going to do that. What I'll do, I'll put it over here where we've got like a separate section for or I might put it in this security space there, something like that. Right, we haven't yet got automatic door openers, something we do need to get in, but for the most part things seem to be going okay. I'm going to leave it there. Next episode we're going to double our prisoner capacity and actually get the prisoners in as well, because as you can see, these prisoners are nice and sound asleep, apart from Gareth Turner, who's probably digging. Speaking of that, we do need to do a search at some point because we haven't done one yet. We'll see what happens. So, as always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.